Hey everyone, sorry I haven't uploaded in so long. I've been really busy with coursework and exams and other things going on, so I haven't got around to making any videos, but I'm going to try and get back into the swing of things and uploading on a regular basis. So in this video I'm going to be looking at my car and seeing what things that we can wrap in carbon fibre. So let's get into it. So now I'm in the car. Here are the bits that I'm interested in wrapping. So we've got this long bit of plastic trim across the top there. We've got the same thing on the door handles on the sides, and I'm going to leave the steering wheel because I think it's going to be a bit too much work to try and do this. Not too much work, but I don't really want it covered in carbon fibre. I quite like the way it looks now. I keep on calling it carbon fibre, but it's not real carbon. It's more of a PVC skin that I bought on eBay. So let me bring that out so I can show you. And this is what I bought. It's quite a big roll of wrap, so hopefully it's enough to do, well, it should be enough to do all of the interior because there's not much trim in here, and maybe some of the exterior as well. I was looking online at how to actually remove these trim pieces, and I think this center console here is going to be the most difficult. I thought it would just be a case of prying this off, which for this piece going around here it is. If I take off the gator I should be able to remove it, but for this bit and the little cover, what is that? The little cover in there, you have to take out everything in the center console and then remove two screws on the bottom that releases this bit. So I'm not looking forward to removing this entire piece here because it's probably quite a bit of work, but I'll get to it and let's get it done. Right, I'm going to start with the easiest piece to remove. So I've got some prying things here, some random tools. I'm going to try and take this off. I've done it before with a screwdriver, so it shouldn't be too difficult. What I'm going to do first, before I wrap all of the other pieces, is try and wrap one just so I know what it looks like, and I can do the same with all of the rest. So I'll do that before I start taking off all of the pieces on the other side of the car. But before I start, I'm going to clean it with rubbing alcohol so that it's clean from any grease or anything that's on there, so the film sticks properly. Meleden cook and float, nigga. So this piece is finally done, and I'm really happy with how it looks. There's a few tiny air bubbles on there. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see them in the camera that show up, and I think I needed to pull a bit tighter when I was applying it and probably should have used heat from the start, but I've kind of got the hang of it now, and all of the other trim pieces I should be able to do a bit quicker than this one and get an even nicer result. Alright, it's in. and it looks fantastic. If the bubbles start annoying me, I might have to take it off and redo it, but for now it looks great. So I'm gonna have to get the other pieces matching up in the same direction so that the grain is all matching, otherwise that might annoy me as well. But I'm happy. This looks great. This looks fantastic. So let's get to it with the other bits. So I was just in the process of removing this trim around the start stop button to wrap, but I actually think the contrast of the chrome looking plastic would actually look good against the carbon, because it's the same color as the door handles. I'm not planning to wrap that. In fact, I don't even think wrapping door handles would work. So if I keep it in there, it will still be consistent with the rest of the trim on the car. So I'm going to do that. This is taking a lot longer than expected. I might have to film this video over 2 days, but I've done this side. It was actually surprisingly difficult because of the shape of it. It looks straight, but once I bend it over like this, you can see that it's quite an awkward piece of trim, but I've managed to wrap it. I had to pull it on either sides and using some heat to stretch it into shape. But it's all good. I don't think there's any bubbles on this one, so I'm happy. Let's put this on. Hey guys, so this is about 2 hours since I last recorded any footage, and I finally finished doing all of the pieces on the doors and up here on the dash. I've redone this bit twice, so this is my third attempt at getting rid of all of the air bubbles, and I think I can't see any bubbles on here anymore, so I'm finally actually happy with the way it looks. These door pieces, this is the one I showed you before when there was still light outside. These took forever, but I've got them all bubble free and wrapped up, and they're in the back as well. So we've got, move the seat forward, these ones wrapped up nicely. Tried to get the pattern consistent, but I don't think it's that bad. Got the same thing on the other side. So all that's left to do is this middle bit here, which I don't know how long it's going to take. Judging by the time the other bits took, I might have to like spend half a day or so doing this. Like taking it off, I don't think is going to take as long as actually wrapping it, because like these bits around here might take forever, especially all of the curved bits around here. Getting all of these places neat without any crease lines, I don't know how many times I'm going to have to attempt to do it. So what I need to figure out now is whether I just want to leave it like this or wrap it. So the same goes with the steering wheel. This is like the same trim as here, and then the rest of the car is carbon. I don't think it looks that bad, but let me know what you think. Do you think I need to wrap this area, or can it stay like this? Leave your comments below, and that will determine what I do in my next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to hearing from you. Cool, see you guys.